All right, hello and welcome everybody watching right now or later on. It is more dinos, more Yadaro. Basically, again, continuing with this list. Still, it's performing quite nicely. Of course, we have seen some of the painful matches against Control. Really, there's nothing pretty much anybody can do against stuff like that. Just always targeted removal, fatal push, sweepers, that sort of thing. So it's not, yeah, if there's nothing you can do, no sense getting in a fuss about it. But tonight there was a little bit of changes here. So I've cut one Yadaro and one Carnage Tyrant, just lots of costly stuff at the very top. I think 3 and 3 should be enough. And speaking of Yadaro, I've really only cycled him that fourth time with his ability to put him onto the battlefield for a cycling cost. I've only done that once now, so I think it still could be pretty good cutting a copy of him because, of course, he is legendary. And then a copy of Carnage Tyrant, and with those two spots, I have been thinking kind of to go along with the legendary draw card advantage sort of thing. Vivien, Champion of the Wilds. A card I've used a couple times in the past. I think a few back-to-back nights. She does some fantastic work. So I'm liking the pairing of her plus Domri. But for anybody that doesn't know, yes, Vivien, you may cast creature spells as though they had flash. So it's nice having that extra possibility, chance to perhaps play around a board wipe, a sweeper, something like that. Play it at the end of a control opponent's turn and make them use a little bit of mana, and then perhaps you're able to safely cast something else when it does actually come around to your turn. But just having the option of casting stuff at flash, whether or not it comes into effect, it's always nice. And the +1, up to 1 target creature gains vigilance and reach. Flyers sometimes are a bit of a headache for me. Usually I have enough fighting interaction or single target, sometimes sweepers as well. Let's get that. Pull that up for anybody that isn't too familiar. But the single target interaction does feel like it's enough with the 4 Primal Might, 2 Domri and Arcabolas. Yeah, should work out quite nicely. But Vivien, her -2. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, exile 1 face down, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. For as long as it remains exiled, you may look at that card and you may cast it if it's a creature spell. So just digging further, it's not putting it into your hand. You can play it at any time. It's not like some of the red card effects where you exile a card, you have to play it that turn or at the end of the next end step, something like that. So it's pretty good. You can just leave that creature exiled for when the time comes. Probably chances are you want to play it as soon as possible just to maybe get more power on the board. But digging for more creatures, something that is immune to discard is always going to be quite nice. So yeah, that should do pretty good. The vigilance, especially giving it to a creature. If we haven't got Keruga, Orphan Guard down, it's going to be nice applying pressure and not leaving ourselves as open. And, of course, with the Wandering Emperor, her -2, I believe, to exile target tapped creature. Vigilance actually has been, I think, quite handy whenever I'm facing Azorius control. Anything with white, really, that is using the Wandering Emperor there. But other than that, everything's pretty much the same. Got the list in the description as always, so... All right, let's jump in. Oh, red and white spells. I didn't even see the quest I have for tonight, so it looks like we'll at least be opening up 1 pack. Perhaps tonight is the night, guys, that we open up a copy of Fight Rigging. Oh, I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, as always. Hopefully tonight goes a little bit better than last night. I know I missed that kill, the lethal, against Rakdos Anvil with the Shifting Ceratops. Got so excited, didn't pay a green to give Shifting Ceratops haste, and then I had another green. I could have also given it trample plus the Carnage Tyrant. Would have finished them off, unfortunately. I believe they were at 7 or 9. And And they all had little 1/1 creatures, so we had enough trample damage to get it done. Ooh, Scrooge Jones. What do we... Control deck, maybe artifact ramp with this Karn avatar, perhaps. Oh, that's... I mean, it's a little clunky. I think I'll keep it. We'll see if I maybe should have or not. I'll get more information for game 2. This hand might be too slow, depending on... Oh, elves. Oh, we got mono... Oh, okay, okay. Infinite. There we go. We're saved. This is fantastic. Hopefully Marauding Raptor doesn't die. Oh boy. Okay, Pelt Collector. I'll maybe look to take that out with Primal Might. Gonna hope they don't Blizzard Brawl. Okay, Scoos. Now the question is, take out the Scoos, get the Ripjaw. Yeah, I like the Ripjaw. Just a nice, bigger body. Gonna pressure them with Marauding Raptor. They would have to block with both Pelt Collector and Scavenging Ooze if they wanted to kill it, which I would be perfectly fine with that trade. Ripjaw should be able to deter some aggression quite nicely, I would think. And Ripjaw is just a better target for Primal Might coming up next turn. Okay, might take out that Werewolf Pack Leader. But definitely, Ripjaw is the fantastic deterrent against aggression. Absolutely. I'm thinking I take out the Pack Leader. Kind of feel like, no, we should get some lands. Yeah, Primal Might. Take out somebody. Yeah, let's do the Pack Leader. That one Pelt Collector is going to get a little bit stronger here, but still nothing too crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to attack with everything, now that I think about it. They would have to either one Pelt Collector to block Marauding Raptor and the other one to block the Ripjaw, which would be pretty sweet. Or the Scavenging Ooze to block Ripjaw, possibly. But yes, I would be... Okay, okay. I'm actually quite happy about this. Pelt Collectors can get quite big and nasty. This Scavenging Ooze, unfortunately, is probably going to get pretty big, but I don't like the Pelt Collectors. And I like drawing more cards. Raging Raptors would be a very fantastic option to block a decently sized Scavenging Ooze. I think they'd be inclined to sink a bunch of mana into it, grow it as big as possible. Okay, I think they'll still sink something into it. Ooh. That's not too bad. Hey, you know, we got a fantastic blocker and Raging Raptors. Hopefully I don't draw Primal Might. That would have been pretty sweet to use it on ranging, taking out the Scavenging Ooze there. Okay, this is actually quite nice. I think it's got to be Keruga, though, unfortunately, with everything they have out. Yeah. Just so Keruga doesn't die from the ping to Marauding Raptor. Then next turn we'll go Marauding, Regisaur, possibly some other Dino, but also we could get another Primal Might, which would be quite lovely. Gonna probably be taking quite a bit of damage here, unfortunately. But I don't think it's going to be lethal if they wanted to swing with, pretty much everything. Very interesting. Hopefully I think this could work out in our favor. Oh, and Domri as well. I like it. Well, we'll try. Yeah, Domri might need to fight somebody. Marauding could take, well, it wouldn't be able to take out the Scavenging Ooze because they can respond in exile creatures to make it bigger. Kazandu Mammoth could be quite nice, yeah. I do like that. Could we almost have lethal? That's a good question. Yeah, let's go with the Regisaur. Just get a ton of bodies. Marauding Raptor is going to be absolutely massive. I believe the Llanowar Elves is going to have to block somebody. Likely it's going to be that Marauding Raptor being a 7/4. But everybody has Vigilance, so really there's basically no drawback, which is quite fantastic. Ooh, that is pretty low. I think we got a decent, well, maybe not. We'll see. Okay, just one creature. That is absolute. That's fantastic, actually. Bam. Whew. We took out Scrooge Jones, game 1. But this is mono green ramp. Nasty, nasty stuff. Oh, okay. That is a pretty good start to the night. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Huh? That was good. Hopefully it's a trend and a sign of things to come here. I like it. They just were worried and didn't want to face dinos again, crushing them. Or they are worried about their chances, perhaps, with the fact that we were taking game 1. They may have taken game 2, but then it would have been an uphill battle, perhaps on game 3, and they just didn't want to bother. But this hand, oh, yeah. We got 2 lands. We have Marauding and Thunderherd Migration, so it's absolutely quite fantastic. We're seeing Yorion, though. So, you know, they may be getting up to some bouncing shenanigans, enter the battlefield stuff, abusing that. Oh, what do we got going on? Jeskai, maybe. Oh, no, that's right. They're using the American flag sleeves, and Jeskai is also sometimes referred to as American because its colors are red, white, and blue. I think it's got to be Thunderherd Migration. Yeah. I don't have a play guaranteed other than Marauding Raptor, and with a deck like this I kind of expect some sort of answers and removal for Marauding anyways, so might as well play it safe for a turn, get that nice stable ramp. See if they have any mana up. If we feel safe to go Marauding Raptor next turn, might go Kahira just to get it into our hand. Possibly Vivien as well, that could be nice. Play it a little bit slower, but definitely I like seeing the Carnage Tyrant. Okay, so yes, a Jeskai. Hopefully it's not... oh, 4th land, well, you gotta love it. But now we got some options. Just Marauding, Vivien, shifting. Kind of like shifting. That's a tough one. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Marauding plus cycling Yadaro. Just so I don't forget, it would be technically a little better to cycle Yadaro at the end of their turn, pretend like maybe the 2 mana I have up is something threatening that could protect Marauding Raptor. Sometimes I just forget to cycle Yadaro, so March, okay, I expected removal. Certainly I'm going to be expecting board wipes coming up here. I say we just go as fast as possible, take the little hit from Stomping Ground, and I'm not forgetting the haste on this shifting, that's for sure. No sweeper. Ooh, sweeper. Was okay. I mentioned at the start of tonight having Vigilance, so I'm not tapped. We don't have to worry about the Wandering Emperor exiling things. Kind of nice seeing Lair of the Hydra. Unfortunately, it's a little bit late. It's not the 1st or 2nd land, but we got it now. We got a pretty decent creature with Ripjaw there. And we got 6 lands, so we can at least go Carnage Tyrant next turn. Possibly Keruga. Pressure him a little bit there. And with Ripjaw having Vigilance, I mean, we don't have to worry about Wandering Emperor's potential for exile. Kind of want to take out that thing. Well, after Fable of the Mirror Breaker flips, but overall this is a 1-5. Interesting. I would like to go Vivien plus ranging. Keruga. You know what, let's go with Keruga. Then we make Ripjaw Raptor have 5 power. Doesn't tap. Pressure the Wandering Emperor. Certainly one of those creatures is going to block, I would imagine. If that wall wants to block, it's pretty good. We are able to take it out with the 5 power of Ripjaw. Playing Vivien, we wouldn't have gotten Ripjaw a little bit tougher. Draw a card from this interaction, which is always lovely. Thunder, okay. I think a sweeper is coming up this turn. Definitely if they... Oh, it's not. They don't have a sweeper. Or they have indomitable creativity. That's what this is. Ooh, nuts. Well, Triple Agent of Treachery is going to do it. So it's that kind of a deck. Well, well, well. I'm kind of thinking of just cutting Ripjaw Raptor. Shifting Ceratops has protection from blue, so Agent of Treachery can't steal Shifting Ceratops. Also, Carnage Tyrant certainly has protection from blue. I'm going to cut Yidaro. Now with Indomitable Creativity, they destroy X artifacts and or creatures. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until an artifact or creature card is revealed and exiles that card. And then they put the exile cards. Basically, the only thing to grab is Agent of Treachery, unfortunately. So if we can at least kill their little creatures, that is the ticket. So a sweeper actually is pretty decent in a matchup like this. Oh, don't want more Yidaros. Maybe one Yidaro. Okay. Definitely prioritizing the Shifting Ceratops, Carnage Tyrant. Oh, nuts. I'm spilling my coffee everywhere. My goodness. Pick that up. Can't believe I'm wasting it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Keeping that. It's a little bit clunky, these lands here. Rockfall Vale, 2 of, and a Rootbound Crag. So at the moment, nothing guaranteed to come into play untapped on turn 2. But I may not have wanted to play anything on turn 2 anyways. Could be nice marauding now. That's all good. We got Anger of the Gods. We got Primal Might to interact and take out their dinky little creatures that they're certainly going to be playing. Okay, let's take out that wall. Excuse me. Hope they don't do anything to Marauding Raptor. Ooh. Don't think ranging raptors would be threatening enough for them to kill, that's for sure. Kind of feel like popping the clue here. Actually, no, let's try for Vivien. They got a lot of mana up. Probably have an answer for pretty much anything we do. And I always like what Vivien does.
All things begin and end in nature.
Huh, can't play any of that, unfortunately. Maybe I don't have as high a critical mass of creatures as I probably should have with Vivien there, unfortunately. Something I'll have to keep in mind. At the very least, I did get 3 closer to another creature.
Guards, to me! Keep watch for intruders.
See if they take the bait here and use the wall to block. Good. Hope they don't have some way to counter Anger of the Gods. Phew!
I've seen too many species die already. The mysteries of life are endless.
Hopefully that bought us time. It may not have helped in the long run, but I think at least it got us a bit here. It set them back. They gotta be worried about playing a bunch of creatures, worried about that sweeper for sure. And it was nice as I was getting a little bit of value when we pinged Ranging Raptors with Anger of the Gods there. Hasty Shifting Ceratops would be nice next turn to hopefully take out Teferi.
Remember your training.
They're gonna have 3 potentially, so I could likely, pretty good chance they got something to deal with Shifting Ceratops. Someday, any day, putting us to sleep here. Almost have time to warm up my leftover poutine. Poutine, I should say. I think it's coming down.
Let your blade do the talking.
Hold that thought.
But again, with Anger of the Gods, or with Shifting Ceratops, we don't have to worry about indomitable creativity. But they're going to steal basically all our lands, unfortunately. Shoot. Well, that's no good. Maybe I can hold out hope to get... That's a lot of cards. Wow. Okay. Well, let's not bring any more pain upon ourselves. There's really nothing you can do in those situations. No way we could have got out of that, unfortunately. We did kill a lot of their creatures, but as you saw there, sometimes that just doesn't do anything. I don't think that deck's super common, though. Jeskai, creativity, it's always very powerful. Certainly it is a fantastic thing pretty much to do against any deck. You can steal any permanent, so stealing lands, stealing combination of stuff with the Agent of Treacheries there, and then bouncing the Agent of Treacheries with Yorion Sky Nomad is just that's done for. Usually that locks things up. Oh, I like that. Oh yes, actually, that is. We got 2 lands. We got Marauding, Thunderherd, Ranging, tons and tons of early stuff. And it's Lair of the Hydra for turn 2, which is... Oh, and Rockfall Vale. Yep, we're getting so... I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to reveal the Ranging Raptors. Just because I got this 4th land here, guaranteed. If they're somewhat tapped out, I would be able to go Marauding plus Ranging. Hopefully that scenario works. I thought it might not. Okay, for 1 white, they shouldn't be able to do anything, so I think we're pretty safe, yes. Could have gone Domri plus Marauding. Also would have been quite nice. But I do like this super stable ramping. I get ahead in that department against what seems to be Azorius control. Well, that's a Doomscar, I bet. So we're going to have to try and do as much damage as humanly possible this turn. Ripjaw Raptor, I do like. Technically, if it is Doomscar, Ripjaw Raptor would be 1 and 2 green to draw a card and deal 2 damage with Marauding Raptors. Temporary buff from pinging Ripjaw. I don't think I quite like that. Domri instead, since we can safely go Domri. There's nothing to fight actually, so we can use Domri's ability to get 3 for Vivien Champion of the Wilds. I like this. Hopefully getting us a Carnage Tyrant. That is good. That is good. Plus Domri there allows us for 2 extra damage with buffing, Marauding plus Ranging. Doomscar, I thought so. I thought so. The classic fantastic. Alrighty. Well, let's get that Carnage Tyrant down and hope they don't have another sweeper coming up.
Every defeat is wait. You think nature is kind?
I was thinking of using Vivien's +1, getting her to 3, but I just felt like digging and hoping there wasn't another sweeper. If there isn't another sweeper, I think they gotta be quaking in their boots for sure.
Busting heads is my bread and butter.
Definitely, we're pretty close to Yadaro, which we might actually see next turn, so let's try and get those lands just in case they do sweep us and kill everything. Seems like we should get this land. Ooh, I like it. Yeah, definitely. We have 3... we have Yadaro next turn if Domri survives, which I think in all likelihood he should. So that would be 9 power hasty. So that would actually be quite fine if they went to sweep the next turn. We would still have lethal with Yadaro, where, again, Galta Primal Hunger, that would not have happened. Memory Deluge. They're digging for that sweeper. But that is not going to save them, I think. Pretty sure they're dead. Yeah, oh, you gotta love that haste. Sweep us, you know you wanna. Doomscar for 5. Huh? Maybe. They're trying to see if they have a way out of this. They probably don't want to lose to dinos. That is not a fun time. If they have a sweeper, they have to use it, but they're also thinking about Lair of the Hydra there, I would imagine. Which could potentially be lethal itself if we draw land next turn. Settle the wreckage. I think they got... what are they doing? Interesting. Well, still nothing to fight. I think it's pretty much got to be settle the wreckage. I can't see it being... Oh, a discontinuity. Okay. They bought themselves some time. I'm fine with that if they're still going to go with that sweeper here. I want them to go with that sweeper. Plus we got another land, so we can just simply go Yadaro. Potentially fight something with Domri's ability instead of having to use him for the mana, but we still might use that depending if they have even just 2 mana untapped. Oh. What is that? Teferi's trying to help him dig for a sweeper here. That's what he's doing. That's not it. Ooh, we got him. We got him. Game 1, Azorius control. Fantastic. Certainly Carnage Tyrant was a headache, but Yadaro, the all-star again, just in case they swept us, having him as the backup to finish him off, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Wow, that was knocked him out. Certainly. I think we'll cut Ripjaw Raptor. Bring in Rampaging Ferocidon. Yeah. Just something a little bit more aggressive. Potentially they got a little bit of life gain going on and not a whole lot of things for Ripjaw to fight. He has a nice body, for sure, and I do like the card draw, but yeah, I think in some cases Rampaging Ferocidon, even against a deck like this where they're constantly playing sometimes little creatures, if the game has gone on long enough, sometimes Rampaging could potentially chip away, do a nice bit of damage there. And if they only have one creature, Rampaging Ferocidon would just go straight through because of its menace. 2 creatures have to block it. I don't know, that's a little bit too risky there. If something was a source red and I might try it. I do like seeing shifting and Carnage Tyrant against Azorius control. Oh, that is way better. I do want to keep Yadaro. I'm going to send Marauding actually to the bottom. I feel there's a pretty good chance they would do something to him anyways. And it may hold off on going Thunderherd Migration turn 2, not reveal anything. Oh, interesting. No, I'm going to try for it. I'll reveal the Carnage Tyrant so they don't think something. Oh, hopefully they don't counter this. Okay, good. Phew. So they think, oh, they still got some time a ways away before they see a creature. But really, something's coming down next turn. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference. Hopefully I get a swing off with shifting here. I do not. Fateful Absence, it is absolutely fantastic. Very nice. Versatile. If you're in white, definitely, certainly recommend it. Instant speed, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Its controller investigates. So we make a clue. That's not a big drawback. It's not really that bad at all. Let's try for Regisaur. Eat up another counter spell. If they have it, they got to use it. It's got to be burned at some point. Unfortunately. If they let it through, they may have a sweeper. Perhaps conserving their counter spells. We'll try and swing with this guy here and see if... Oh, the Wandering Emperor wants to take out the token. That is actually kind of interesting. I would not have expected that. I wouldn't have thought they'd feel threatened enough to take out the token. It is only 3 damage. Probably want to save it for something else. Ooh, oh, okay. Well, hasty Carnage Tyrant. We got some options here. Let's go with the Carnage Tyrant. Okay. Cross our fingers for another land next turn, Yadaro, but at the very least we would potentially have a hasty shifting Ceratops, which would... Oh, they don't have a sweeper. Good. Carnage Tyrant should continue to be a big headache for them. They might actually have Settle the Wreckage, unfortunately. You know, I'm going to pop the clue. See if it helps us get to another land here. Oh, it does. It does. Beautiful. Ready. Let's go shifting. Hopefully not another discontinuity. Maybe. I think it costs 6. Commit. Oh. Okay, okay. Well, we'll just keep slamming them. Whatever we played, I'll bring that up for you guys. It's not a well, it's a somewhat common card in Azorius Control, but commit, 3 and a blue, instant, put target spell or non-land permanent into its owner's library, second from the top. So it gets around counter spells and stuff, that sort of thing. They're just making a bunch of creatures, so this is looking pretty positive. I'm going to play it safe, try for Vivien, see if that draws out an answer that they potentially have. Hey, well, that's okay. Used up something. Let's see if this rampaging gets that. They're going to expend a lot of resources trying to take us out. Lethal absence may not save you. Oh, we got him. What? Friends, that was lovely, lovely stuff. Phew. Luckily they didn't have too many board wipes, but I think they do a lot with little creatures, so perhaps they don't have as many as just maybe a regular Azorius Control. Wandering Emperor making lots of samurai tokens. Certainly sometimes that can be a headache, but yeah, maybe it tends to make them have less board wipes, more targeted removal like Fateful Absence, which Carnage Tyrant doesn't have to worry about at all, which is quite nice. But we got it done in 2, no less. Whew, whew. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. At least once a night. Take it down something classic and fantastic like a control matchup there. In 2. Wow, that's a highlight match of the night, I think. Who doesn't love seeing that, huh? Getting close. Unfortunately, it's red or white spells, so not too many red spells in my dinos at least, but I think we'll get there tonight and at least open up one pack. I got a feeling tonight is the night I open up that first copy of Fight Rigging, and then I'll redeem the full playset and make a Jund Dinosaur Fight Rigging deck and cheat out hopefully something nice with Rotting Regisaur or some big dino. But it is pretty nice. I like Fight Rigging. You still gain some value from it after you've cheated out the big thing. By having another big thing, you get to continually put 1/1 counters on a target creature, a counter each turn. It's just it's pretty good. It's not just sitting there dead. That would kind of suck. It would still be a pretty good card, but you still get some nice value from it. Incremental, it just builds up some inevitability. Could potentially help save some of my weaker dinos from a sweeper if I do bring that in, actually. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Ooh, yeah, we're keeping that. Excuse me. We got Thunderherd, turn 2. We'll get to 4 lands by... Oh, hey, okay. It's another Esper control. Well, we've faced Esper control before. Perhaps it would have been smarter to play it safe. I think they're going to take out a Ripjaw, though. I feel they're going to take out Ripjaw. Yeah. Still might go Thunderherd Migration. Oh, let's see. Yeah, let's just get the Ripjaw down, get the card draw. Apply as much pressure as possible with these bodies, even though they may not stick around too long. But they're not going to have a board wipe on turn 3 anyways. Oh, let's try for the double marauding into a Ripjaw. Maybe. I think definitely they would answer the other one we have in hand. Let's try for it. I would expect that to happen. Okay, yeah, that's how it goes. Just have to slam them and hope they don't get that board wipe coming up next turn. Ooh, they do. Well, we've taken them down to 9, I should say. Hasty shifting, let's try for it. Ah. I always got the Wandering Emperor. My. I would love hexproof. Maybe I should add in things that give hexproof again. Tamiyo's safekeeping. Fantastic. Lots of fantastic options to give hexproof for sure. I won't be super sad. I'm not really sad at all, but certainly I'm quite happy we took down Azorius Control in 2. That it's always good for the night. This one certainly seems like it's going to be a little bit more of an uphill battle, that's for sure. I don't think they're too threatened by ranging, but they are down to 1. They say we have the potential of Primal Might, and they don't want that to happen, I think. And they know Kahira could potentially come down next turn as well. Teferi. Bouncing.
Sorry, Keep up the pace.
Well, I got 3 untapped. They can certainly do... Hey, hexproof dinos, Blue Bear, how's it going? Yes, I think... control matchups seem to be basically the most popular thing, I would say. Pretty overwhelmingly. I mean, we've kind of seen Jeskai creativity, control, cheating out Agent of Treachery to steal our permanents. Multiple controls. Luckily we took one down, but yeah. Hexproof dinos. Oh, glad it's going well for you. Yes. Glad you could join, tune in. But the previous match was against Azorius Control, which I took down in 2 games. They didn't even take one from us. So you definitely gotta check that out. It's always a lovely sight. I believe you do like playing some blue-based control or just control decks in general, but it was good. It was good. I think they could counter or do something to most people. We'll try for the Regisaur. Cross the fingers, cross the claws, and... Ooh, okay, we got it. They're killing it, but we still get the token. Doesn't have haste, unfortunately, but... I'm going to take this guy out, get a land, it's pretty nice, and we'll be able to pressure Wandering Emperor. Does she have 2? Yeah, let's take her out. I was thinking of targeting Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, but yeah. Orzhov Dungeons, yes, I do remember that.
You need to take a time out.
Ooh, they were pretty threatened by that, huh? Let's try for Kahira. Well, it's to be expected. We know they have Fatal Push, so I gotta keep that in mind. See if they have a black source if we ever do make Lair of the Hydra a creature here. Yes, Alchemy does... Well, I think Alchemy overall is just a very interesting format. Now I'm going to make a Lair of the Hydra a 3/3, just so we can pressure this Teferi with both Kahira and this Lair of the Hydra. Hopefully they don't have 2. Oh, maybe they do. Huh? Oh, we got it. We got it. Phew, I was worried there. Okay, that makes me feel good. Definitely. Right, well, let's get more bodies down. Gonna take my chances again. They're getting desperate. They're getting desperate. Okay, they don't have anything at instant speed for at least 2. They're digging for a sweeper right now, I think. Don't get it. Don't. Okay, drown in the lock. We gotta worry about that. Definitely. That's gonna be rough. Oh, the Carnage Tyrant. Well, yeah, you know, that's what I want to go. Yes, sirree. Gonna try and pressure Narset a little bit, just to stop him from drawing one more thing, which potentially could be that sweeper next turn if they were able to use Narset's ability again. Oh, Kaya's Wrath is... Well, that's painful. Wrathful, I guess you could say. I still have 2 for Drowned in the Lock, so basically I can't ever make Lair of the Hydra a creature with that in there. Its second ability there, destroy target creature with mana value less than or equal to the number of cards in its controller's graveyard. A token creature or a land creature has a mana value of 0, unfortunately. It can be. I think Mono Green Dinos needs a little bit more support. Maybe I just haven't found the right mixture of stuff, but I think they can be somewhat decent. There could be something there. I think I may have to just tweak things a little bit more. But this is going to be an uphill battle, unfortunately. Definitely with their love for Kaya's Wrath. Likely other sweepers as well. So this might be the control matchup that we lose to, which it's, again, a very unfavorable matchup for Dinos. Maybe I should go back to Mono Green Dinos at some point. I did like it for St. Patrick's Day. It was a nice holiday stream, but I could see that happening, yeah. Yes, definitely the dinos, the red stuff. Their dinosaurs are basically, or they pretty much should be those two. Okay, they're using the drowned in the lock. Perhaps they got maybe another copy or something for Lair of the Hydra there. Hopefully that's not the case. Yes, definitely the dinos with the red. They're basically a dual-colored tribe. Ooh, Vanishing Verse. Don't believe I have to worry about Vanishing Verse taking out Lair of the Hydra, because technically it's not colored, I believe. 4, make it 8. Oh, yeah, I think. Makes it a green Hydra. Well, we'll try our best coming up here. I had thought that the land became a creature, it wasn't colored, but it makes an XX green Hydra creature. So that's not much you can do about that. But I do like Gruul werewolves. I think mono green werewolves actually has enough support if you go back far enough to the original Innistrad block, I think. Pretty sure they got enough Howling Moonrise or something like that. Gives them +1/+0 and trample. It's an enchantment and it keeps them permanently transformed, I think. A little bit. I haven't really used it. Basically, it's just there for a 5th and 6th sweeper. Something pretty impactful to take out planeswalkers, but yeah, basically it's just a 5th and 6th sweeper, and this could be good. We got the 2 lands, marauding. Hopefully marauding lasts at least a turn. But it may not against this kind of a deck. Interesting. Okay, let's try don't do nothing. Ah, they did it. Well, at the very least, you know, we got a little bit of damage on them. And they killed it. Now, let's not mess around anymore with that. All right. See if we can take down another control deck. Taking down 2 control decks in a night, that is always a very positive thing. 1, definitely, it's out for blood. That was rough stuff. It's always going to be rough. Nothing surprising there. I do enjoy it. It's always nice practicing, trying to gauge and judge what they might play based on what mana they have untapped, what they've played before, how they've played things, just to give the best possible guess against what they might do in this. Ooh, I like it. I like it. We're maybe facing 5-color something. 5-color Niv Mizzet. Playing a bunch of... Oh, yes, I think that might be... Okay. Kind of want to go with Thunderherd. Let's go with Marauding. I'm going to hope that I get a 3rd land next turn, which would allow for 2nd Marauding, plus Ripjaw for 2 green. Ooh, that's not the case. Okay. Well, it's got to be Thunderherd. Okay. Oh, cross the fingers. Let's do it. Let's do 2. Oh shoot. Well, I think I'm not sure exactly what they would get. It probably should be Ripjaw Raptor if they see the. Okay. Well, at least they didn't have a fatal push for this Mirage. Oh, the double Thoughtseize. Classic, fantastic double Thoughtseize. But we got a Marauding up our sleeve. Could potentially have Yadaro, but with... yeah, let's just cycle him. And okay, this might be the time of tonight where we see Yadaro cycled that 4th time. I'm always aiming to do it at least once a night. If both Marauding survive, we could get Carnage Tyrant next turn. They see it. They don't like it. Oh, yep. Well, we're going Ripjaw, 100%. I like the card draw. Should hopefully get us more lands. Ooh, it does. Oh, and the Primal Might. You know what? Let's just pay the 0. Take out Bone Crusher. Yeah, we take 2 damage. That's alright. Take it a creature. Doof. Smoked them. But we know what this deck is. It is Jund mid-range, I think. Jund Treasures, which actually you guys... I forget. One of you guys suggested it last night to make Jund Dinosaur Treasures, I believe. Excuse me. I think after we got on the topic of Jund fight rigging with Rotting Regisaur to cheat out something big, but just seems like regular Jund mid-range, which would be quite fantastic. I think a sweeper could be very decent in this matchup. Vivien, I think we can cut that. Storm's Wrath, yeah. So Blue Bear, there it is. Hopefully we get to see Storm's Wrath do some... actually, no. I'm going to cut it. I think, for the most part, a lot of their stuff has 3 toughness or less. A lot of little things. Yes, Arlen. Arlen absolutely is... I've been actually thinking of using Arlen, the newest version of her, in Dinos. Haven't done it quite yet, but I think I have at least a couple copies of her. I think it was you. Yeah, pretty sure. Unnatural Moonrise, yes, and I did try a Natural Moonrise a couple nights there. That was actually pretty sweet. I might go back to it. But I gotta cut a couple more things. Kind of like Yadaro. No, let's... 2 copies of that guy. Yeah, I'm thinking Anger of the Gods is going to be pretty good. Kogoro-chan. Made him feel the pain. Definitely, with the 4 Anger of the Gods, 4 Primal Might, 2 Domris, that is a lot of nasty interaction there. It's too risky, I think. We're on the draw again. 2 chances to get a land by turn 2. But that's better. That's better. Definitely. We'll send 1 Domri to the bottom, and I like it. Hey, at the very least, they didn't go turn 1 Thoughtseize. Maybe they don't have any Thoughtseize. That's why they had Blood Crypt come into play tapped. We'll have to keep that in mind, because usually people like to go turn 1 Thoughtseize, get as much information as early as possible. So that could be good. The fact that that Blood Crypt was tapped. Well, okay, good. Anger of the Gods. It's like a Jund sacrifice something. I don't know what exactly, but... You know what, I'm going to go with the Thunderherd Migration. Show Carnage Tyrant, just to make them think they got nothing to worry about next turn. 100%, yeah. And with that 4th land, basically I went Thunderherd Migration because I got a guaranteed 4th land coming up turn 3, which allows me to go Domri, use his ability to make a mana, go Marauding Raptor, which likely I would expect them to pressure Domri. At least it's one thing. Hopefully Marauding survives. It's going to be pretty nice coming up next turn for sure. They might send both things at Domri, actually. Oh, okay, well, we're not blocking. Ooh, this could be good. Yeah. You gotta love this scenario right here. Let me think. Let's No, you know what? I do like drawing lots of stuff. So we'll draw a card with ping from Ripjaw. Bing, bang, boom. That's good. Fight Zayator's Envoy to kill it and also draw another card. Zayator would have killed Ripjaw Raptor anyways, whenever we would or did fight. We get another land. We get Thunderherd. Reveal the Dino. We'll reveal Carnage Tyrant, which has already been revealed, so it's not a drawback at all. Pressure him, kind of nice with Marauding Raptor there, and I like it. Definitely I would expect them to take out Domri this turn, which he still got some nice, fantastic value from him. Ooh, another Zayator that is... Forgot about the Blitz art of that. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Gotta do something quick. We gotta take out Kiki Jiki. Creepy Jiki. Creepy Kiki Jiki, huh. Shifting Ceratops. Oh, I like it. Let's see. Do we got a way out of this? Regisaur Alpha, nice, hasty. We gotta kill some stuff, though. I think overall we're pretty much dead. Actually, no, let's go Regisaur. We get a bunch of bodies. It's very nice. They can't do a whole lot with one treasure. They might be able to do something. Could potentially Fatal Push Marauding Raptor here. Yeah, basically dump as many bodies as we can. It's going to be nice, hopefully getting that land with ranging raptors. Then, is that it? 9. Let me see. So we got 9, 4 is 13. Plus ranging is 3 to 16. But if we use Domri to fight, take out Reflection of Kiki Jiki, I think we gotta do it, unfortunately.
Any skirmish you can walk away from, right? We are the many.
And then still smack them for 8. I think we're still possibly safe, pretty safe. Hopefully. Hopefully they don't... Well, they wouldn't Fatal Push the Marauding Raptor. They would have done that already. And saved Reflection of Kiki Jiki. But definitely I'll smack them for at least 8 with Marauding. Sometime, maybe. Hope they don't have anything that deals 2 damage. They could have the Bone Crusher Giant, but I think they would have let stuff happen a little bit faster if they had that potential. They know Carnage Tyrant is coming down next turn at the very least. Possibly could be Carnage Tyrant plus Shifting Ceratops. That is lethal? Yeah, 3 bodies. Well, that's gonna do it, unfortunately. Nuts. But definitely, I do like Anger of the Gods. We'll keep things as is. We brought the pain to them, big time. going first, definitely that's going to help. Hopefully it's nice and fast. We almost had him there though. But that Zayatora's Envoy, that's a headache. Being able to constantly replay it with a blitz, it's very costly, but they always have a creature swinging. It's big, it's nasty. Oh, so I'm keeping that. One Anger of the Gods would be fantastic, but with two we can be super duper aggressive. Oh, and we even get a Dino to reveal. Man, this is looking good. Definitely, I'm gonna be not conservative with Anger of the Gods. Probably won't use it this turn, even if they just have one creature out. No, yeah, definitely. Possibly could have gone Domri. Next turn we would have had the potential of 6 mana with Domri's ability. Could have gone Kahira the Orphan. Blood Tithe Harvester, I'm taking that out. Good old Primal Might, huh? Yeah.
Let's kick this madness into high gear. Oh, I wish you could see your face when I beat.
We'll use Domri's ability technically to do a little bit more damage here, but just to make it so Raging Raptors survives the fighting of the Blood Tithe Harvester. Might as well use up all potential available mana. Get a little bit of a bigger swing here, and we're in a very, very good position. I thought that could happen. Unfortunately, it is one less Fatal Push we have to worry about. Another Blood Tithe. Okay. Double Blood Tithe. Oh, they played right into our hand. Yeah, let's go Carnage Tyrant.
Busting heads is my bread and butter.
Don't have to worry about Carnage Tyrant dying, which is quite nice. Domri should be safe as well. Next turn we could certainly go Anger of the Gods. If they play more creatures this turn, we'll get super value from the Anger of the Gods that we do play. Well, then I would imagine being able to swing with an open board. Ooh, Vraska, not too bad. Shouldn't be a problem.
Doesn't always work
Okay.
out you want.
I haven't forgotten how to destroy things.
Actually, I kind of like just going Kahira. No. Anger of the Gods, let's get rid of these guys. Then we'll still be able to go with Kahira and then good old Stomp Ground. Yeah, against a deck like this, I think Carnage Tyrant is the menace.
Pain is weakness, leaving the body.
They got to be getting pretty desperate. We got Kahira next turn. Carnage Tyrant doing a little bit more damage. Oh, Zayatora's Envoy. Okay, not too bad. Oh, that's not good. Huh. Well, that gets around. Yeah. Smack him with Lair of the Hydra. Now, Kahira for 3, Ripjaw for 4. Yeah, I like that. Plus, Ripjaw would be able to trade with Zayatora's Envoy if and when they do try to blitz him. Just with Ripjaw being at 6 toughness there, that could be quite nice. Should stop any Zayatora's Envoy shenanigans. Vraska might just kill Kahira, though. Ooh, creature for Anger of the Gods. nuts. That's not good.
It was probably going to die anyway.
Let's make this as big as possible and hope they don't have a fatal push. Or enough damage to kill us. We might be able to take them out next turn if they're wide open. Cross the fingers. Kahira only busts certain creatures, Blue Bear. Bats, elementals, nightmare, dinosaurs, and beasts. Still a pretty wide range, which is quite nice.
Sacrifices must be made.
Ooh, the Bone Crusher. Ah, that's not good. Anger of the Gods. Well, that is what it's got to be. Swing for a good old 3 and all right. Well, I got to play some stuff. Still might be dead. 7. I think they got to be a little bit worried being at 4 though. Oh, playing another's. Okay, well, that is going to win them, unfortunately, I think. The shifting Ceratops, okay. Well, let's see, what can we do with good old shifting? Shifting for 4, hasty, yeah, pretty much that's what we gotta do. Don't think we quite have it. Well, if anything, it's got to be shifting, hasty. Yeah, well, that's not going to do it, unfortunately. Well, almost had them, but they had fantastic value there, and they outvalued us, for sure. I mean, Zayator's Envoy. Perhaps I could have brought in some more graveyard hate. Yeah, that was it was definitely painful with us having to sacrifice Carnage Tyrant there. Not a good time. Not a good time indeed. What time is it anyways? How long have we been going here? Let's do one more. One more. I have tomorrow off, actually. Taking a holiday day. Might do a surprise live stream perhaps during the midday, but I haven't quite decided. I do have to cut my grass, so I should probably get that done instead if I have time, but well, we'll see. Might be something surprise. Might try and cut up a pretty fantastic League of Legends match I had with Nautilus. It's always Nautilus support, but I had a particularly nice one. Zerel. fight. That's better. That's better. We at least can play Domri, ranging, something good like that. You know what? I want to keep that Regisaur Alpha. Just because I'm not too sure that I'll need red. Primal Might may have been good. Hopefully we're going fast enough. But again, sweepers. Yes, with mono red. Sweepers are going to be good. Skewer the critics after this G2 lava runner. G2 lava runner hits us. Oh, nothing. Huh. That was interesting. I'm okay with that. They might have something at instant speed, of course. Wouldn't be surprised. Huh. Huh. Well, I'm always happy when the mono red deck goes a little bit slower. At least gives us a chance. If we can take game 1 from them with the potential of sweepers for game 2, and if it goes to game 3, that's always good. The nasty Soulscar Mage. 2, 3, 5. Thinking of Thunderherd migration this turn. Ranging Raptors probably is just going to eat something. You know what, let's try for Ranging Raptors. Let's hope they don't have any targeted damage, which, I mean, basically that is all but guaranteed, unfortunately. If they don't do anything to ranging this turn, we're looking good. Okay, we're looking good. Maybe. Chandra dressed to kill. She's gonna ping us for one red to do a little bit of damage to Ranging Raptors here. Skewer the critics nuts. Can't do much in that scenario, unfortunately. Well, let's try for good old Ripjaw.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
That will do it. That will do it. Yeah, we're not winning this one, that's for sure. Bringing in all the sweepers. I'm just gonna not bother with Marauding Raptor. Nah. Interaction, nah. Fighting, no. Alright. Certainly going to mulligan aggressively, very aggressively for a sweeper. Hopefully we're seeing 2 of them at the very least. That's not a sweeper. Okay, there we go. Woo. Woo. That's good. And plus Storm's Wrath taking out Chandra dressed to kill. Blue Bear. We're going to probably see that come into effect here, I would think. After we sweep them, I would imagine shifting Ceratops. You know what, I'm going to send that Thunderherd to the bottom. Just because we at least have 3 for Anger of the Gods. I think there's a pretty good chance we get to that 4th land that's going to allow us for Storm's Wrath. But if we only had Storm's Wrath, definitely I would have kept that Thunderherd migration just to make sure I get to that 4th land. Probably Anger of the Gods next turn. Maybe they're suspecting something like that. They're wondering. Huh. They're thinking if they need to hold up some mana to take something out. Okay. Not too much Blue Bear. I think it was a couple nights ago I went against my first Izzet Phoenix in a long time. This opponent though is playing just a fairly generic mono red aggro, mono red burn with this Soulscar Mage here that I think we saw a couple nights ago. Putting those 1/1 counters on our creatures, very painful stuff versus dealing damage. So gets around in rage and makes the creature just super weak, unfortunately. It's very rough stuff. I do want to kill it, though. You know what? I'm actually going to go with Keruga. Could be taking a lot of damage here still, but I want to get just a little bit more value from Anger of the Gods. Oh, absolutely. Soulscar Mage in mono red. Super fantastic. It does the trick. Okay, good. Good. We're getting a little bit more value from Anger of the Gods, which absolutely, that's what I'm coming up here. Oh, okay, yep. We got 2 Anger plus a Storm's Wrath dead. Smoke 'em. That's nice. Now, perhaps they feel safe thinking we don't have another sweeper, which is pretty nice that we do, and they dump possibly creatures that they were holding back, but taking out 2 Soulscar Mages makes me feel a little bit better about this matchup. Fourth land next turn, hopefully. It would be nice to go Ripjaw Raptor. Ooh, not quite. Well, try for Keruga. Maybe they think with us going Keruga, we don't have any sweepers in hand. Of course, Keruga likely is dead too, quite easily. Play another creature, maybe? We have to watch out for Den of the Bugbear. Oh, okay, we got it. Still going to be rough with Ripjaw. Hopefully they don't kill it. We're going to be going pretty low either way, especially if they do make Den of the Bugbear. Hopefully they don't. Got something for 1 to kill Ripjaw, perhaps? Yep, that is, that's going to be lethal. Well, that's what mono red does, unfortunately. Nothing you can really do against that. So, Skewer the Critics dealt 3 damage, and they had Ramanap Ruins, which they were just going to sacrifice and do 2 damage to us anyways, and we definitely didn't have lethal. Man, that was not good. They got the double Soulscar Mage, so if we played any creature, it would have basically instantly died. Nuts, Blueberry, hey, good. I'm glad you got the nuts emoji there. But yeah, seeing those 2 Soulscar Mages, so it would have doubled the effect of Soulscar Mage if Skewer the Critics dealt 3 damage to Ripjaw Raptor. It would have actually put on 6 1/1 counters, which would have killed Ripjaw. And we still wouldn't have drawn a card. So really, it was good stuff. That is absolutely what mono red is known best for. Let's see if I got enough for a pack. Let's get that fight rigging. Oh, we got it. We got enough. We got enough. Okay, okay. Let's finish off tonight with the good old fight rigging. Okay. Oh. Getaway car. My. I was thinking about buying the mythic packs, mystic packs. Didn't really appeal to me too much, and I do see the memes sometimes, people opening those packs, but then they get a rare wild card, so it's really like a normal pack, and they paid that extra gold. Unfortunately, that's always kind of funny, really. Or they open up, 3 packs, and each pack was a rare wild card. That doesn't happen too often, but it's a little amusing. So they never really appealed to me. Yeah, I believe you can still get the rare wild card in place of the actual mythic card in that pack. Yes. It's pretty crazy. There's examples of it, I think, on Reddit, online. Google it, and something should come up. But yeah, that's definitely a feel-bad moment for sure. But yeah, haven't really felt the need for those packs. You know what? I think I may just make driving dinos. I've opened up so many vehicle-themed cards, and like you say, Blue Bear, dinosaurs driving with their tails. That does make sense. It may be high time for driving dinos, driving the opponent mad with how good it is. I don't think it will be super good, but Flintstone, okay. There's dinosaurs in the Flintstones. I did watch that old cartoon before. Yes, okay. Steer with the tail, pedal with the feet, which actually they would be able to pedal quite a bit better than humans, you would think, due to the dinosaurs having claws. They get more grip, and they would actually be able to go faster. So this could actually be a legitimate deck based on that reasoning. Huh. Okay. There's always some new variation down the line. I'd still try and make it as good and serious as possible with vehicles, but driving dinos driving, DD, designated dino driver, or DDD. Yeah, DDD, designated dino driver. Something along those lines. Flintstone, I do like Flintstone dinos, and perhaps I would get people searching for the Flintstones. Maybe my video would show up. That would be kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. That's a good suggestion. There's never enough time for all the fantastic variations, though. But thanks again, Blue Bear, for watching. Anybody else, hopefully you enjoyed, whether it's right now, later on, good morning, good night, good afternoon, all that stuff. Remember, there's always room for improvement. Sometimes there's not a whole lot you can do. Certainly against some painful decks. Mono red there. Control decks, not a lot. Certainly Carnage Tyrant is a fantastic thing, but yes, had a good time. So see you guys later. Have a good one. Yes, as always, talk to you again soon.